I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star.
Hi guys, and welcome to my first programming video on this YouTube channel. I hope you liked the last video about how to reuse a power supply. Today we will be building writing a script in Python that will make us command and control a Linux computer from over internet and using email. So what I wanted to do is to control my server at home when I'm out and be able to run commands on it, terminal commands. So I will call this email commander, and first we will start by importing the libraries we will need. We will need IMAP_lib, which is to get the information from the email, and we will import OS to run the commands. So first we will define the function, which I will call getMSG. This function will be able to get the information from the email and provide us with the text and the count. So first we will start by defining the username, which is your email address. So, and then you should define the password, and I don't recommend defining the password in the source code. So this is what I've been doing. Password is equal to open a file I've written in the same folder in the desktop, which is called pwd, and open it. Open this pwd and read it. So now it's good, and we need to pass this pwd to this function to be able to use it. It should be equal to IMAP_lib.imap4ssl, and in here we will have to add the informations about the email server, which is for Gmail. It's imap.gmail.com. Just write email server at Google and maybe you'll get this like this. And the second argument is the port. It's 9934 IMAP. And now we have to make the connection, and how you do it is mserver.login and pass the email, which is the user, and the password, which is pwd for us here. Now what we need to do is to get the count of the emails. This stat is a variable we don't need, but the count is essential. The count, we will get it by mserver by selecting the folder that we have to check, which is the inbox for us now, and then get the stat and get the data contained in the email. So mserver.fetch, what arguments will this function take is the ID of the email, which is the latest one, which is exactly the count. So count 0, pass the count 0, and here it's a little bit weird, the syntax here. Between parentheses you write UID, which is what we passed here, UID, and what we want the body of the email, and from the body we want the text. Save this and you're good to go. Now we will print the data just to get an overview of the data type, and we will call this function getMSG and pass in the password. As we see here, this is the data that we get, and this is an email I sent. Hello, this is my email box. What we need is this text of the email, which is this one here. So how to get it? This data variable is actually an array. This array contains two elements, this tuple here and this string. And to get this one we need to access this tuple and then access the second object of this tuple. So how we do this? Data, we need to access the first element, and from the first element we need to access the second element, which is the string. So if we retry here, hello, this is my email box, which is what we are looking for. I will not print this, but I will return it, and return also the count, which we will use after the count 0. We will define a variable called results, which will hold what is returned by this function. Now, how do we know if it's a command or not? We have to write it in defined syntax. So I chose a form. You can make anything you want, but this is what seems good for me. So cmd, which defines the type, if it's a command, or open a file if it's a bash command or a Python script or something. And this is a separator. This one is a separator. This is a command itself, maybe echo hello kitech, and another separator to separate it from the added things that come with an email. So to get the parts of the message, we need to split it. So parts is equal to results 0, which is the data we get, dot split according to this separator we added before. So we will print it just to see how it looks. We get something that looks like this. So now I will send an email with this syntax and we will check it. As maybe echo this is working, and add another separator at the end, and we will send it, and we will now check our program. It's sending. Clear it again. Let's check again, and now yes, it arrives. So we have an array containing 3 parts: CMD, echo this is working, and error something that we won't need. So what is this CMD for? If this contains CMD, that means that it is a command. So to run this command, we have to make sure that the first element is CMD. For that, we have to add an if statement. If the part 0 is equal to CMD, we have to run the second part in the terminal, which we will use by this os.system, and pass in the parts 1, which is the command itself, and it will write this is working, and this is working. So now that's not what we want. We want this program to email and run the latest command. So we have to add a while loop with true to be executed to run this code again and again and again without stopping. Save, clear, and here you will discover where the problem is. This is working. It will get the command again and again and again, but the same command. This is not what we want. We wanted to check if there is a new command and then apply and then run it. So what is something that every email has, and it's unique? It's the UID. So we will add a variable called history, and we will define it as 0. And what this history does, it holds the latest email UID. So if we run this command from this email, history will be the results 1, which will be the count of this email. So if we run this, now the history, for example, if this email is the number 500, this history, after running the code, this history will be 500. So we have to make sure that it's not the exact same email that's running again. So if parts 0 is equal to CMD, and the results 1 should not be equal to history. Yes. And now if this is the email, this is the number 500, if it runs, then the history is 500. So if it's still the same 500, the email with the ID 500, then 500 is not equal to 500, it's false, it will not run. So let's clear this, python main.py, and this will run just once, and it's good. Now just to test it, we have to send another email with another command and to test if it's working. So this time I will try the nano text editor. I will send this to my email with the syntax cmd s and nano, and again close this, send it, and check the terminal, wait for it to be sent, and as we see, it opens the GNU nano text editor, which means that it really runs the command. And this is what we want, and it will now stop without running any other command. So this is the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this will be useful for you. If you have any idea of future projects or future scripts that you want us to write about anything, maybe computer vision, maybe web crawling, or playing with images, it will be fun to us and fun to you to do these projects. And thank you for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like and comment, subscribe to this channel, and help us really improve our quality and the content. So thank you very much.